If you want to make people obsessed with your content, like addicted to your account, running to your profile every single day to see what you have posted, you're going to try this. As human beings, we have 6 main psychological needs. This is something that Tony Robbins talked about like 25 years ago. But regardless of what you think about Tony Robbins, this shit works. I've been doing this in my career for the past 15 years as a content specialist. It works. All you have to do is make sure that everything you post taps into at least one of these 6 psychological needs. The first psychological need is certainty, and this is basically assurance about the future, the guarantee that we can avoid pain and gain pleasure. And there are a couple of ways you can do this in your content. You can solve very clear problems. You can talk about mistakes that you've made, lessons that you've learned that will help other people. But it also means providing predictability in the type of content you create. If you're the type of creator that jumps from one thing to the next with everything you post, everything is on a different topic, every video is in a different style, people will never know what to expect from you, and you're not going to provide the level of certainty that people need to follow. But at the same time, the second psychological need is uncertainty and variety. As human beings, we still want things that are novel and unexpected to give us constant stimulus. So this means that while your content should be predictable in how it looks and what you're talking about, there needs to be something in there that people haven't seen before. Whether you're giving people new information they've never heard before, maybe a new perspective, or it could just be a really interesting creative editing style that people haven't seen before. Then we have significance, because we all just want to feel important, feel heard, feel seen, feel validated. And to do this in your content, you want to make sure that you're always speaking to a very clear target audience. It also means giving opinions in your content, taking sides, taking stances, because when people align with you, they feel like they belong. Then the next need is connection or love. And what this means for your content is that you need to give some of you in your content, because people don't just connect with information, they connect with people. So this means sharing stories, being vulnerable about things. Even if you're giving advice or tips, you always want to do it through your lens. How did you learn this? And then we have growth, and this means any content that is in any way aspirational or motivational or provides some sense of transformation. And then finally, we have contribution, because people like to feel like they are part of something and that they're kind of doing good in the world beyond themselves. So if your content feels like it's doing a service, it's maybe educating the wider world on an issue, people will want to share it and spread it. Now, you're not going to be able to do all of these things at once, but even just tapping into one of these psychological needs will start to make your audience obsessed with what you put out. And if you want to learn more about all of this stuff, about how to create good content that actually gets results, join the Content Club. That is my course and community for content creators, where I teach you stuff like this, how to actually grow in the good Lord's year of 2026. And if you want in, send me a DM and I'll give you a discount code.